put this here. What's going to happen, right, is you're going to sort this by name. You're going to go select all the havens, and then you're just going to go ignore other results. Okay, so here you go, sort by ID, and now we click here to warp in, and this is literally how you started off. Now I need to put on every repper and every hardener on each one of these that I undock. Otherwise, I'm gonna literally obliterate and destroy my 400 build ships like stupidity. So that's the first thing you do. You have to like just go by haven, and then you gotta warp in, and anything that's the open gas haven you gotta just ignore. Just simply just straight up ignore it. Okay, so this is perfect. So what I'll do is right here, Pirates Gate, I'm gonna save location, I'm gonna set it to my bookmark because I'll be doing the warps. I do give it 3 hours, and I'm just gonna do 1, and I'll put it at 271 because that's the name of it, and we just go warp into the whole list, and we will delete or remove the ones that are not those rock havens, and we'll bookmark everything that is a rock haven. Alright, so all these are good. I just need to move one of the characters into that position right there, so I can just do a regroup so everything doesn't float off the undock. So let's do a regroup on those. Cool. So here's another one. So this one also gets bookmarked. So it should be about 5 or 6 in a 1.0 system to bookmark. So literally you have a character doing this, going around bookmarking. I'm just doing it on this character just to show you what to do. And this will just keep bouncing around. Make sure you go into pods though, because you don't want if you go have any bit of aggression or anything, the what you call the tunes, what's the easiest way to put it, the rats that be in where the rock gate is or the pirates gate is will actually just start spreading out, and you don't want to spread it out. So this one here is the one you don't want. So I'll go here and just go ignore result. We warp to the next one. So we ignore all these ones and we keep all the other ones. So that's the first thing you do, right? So what you do then is you have a list of like 5 or 6 havens that are on your list that you bookmark, and when you kill that, another one of that exact one respawns. Okay, so it takes 15 minutes for them to respawn, give or take 15-20 minutes. Yeah, that's another one. Ignore that one as well. So I have only 2 so far, so I know this is the next one. So I'm warping the pod, so I'm not triggering anything as well. So it's kind of handy. Alright. Can just put that up there. I can just select all on local. So I have all local selected. If I see somebody moving in and out, I know there's movement. So here again, right click the Pirates Gate here, suffocation, 3 hours, that's 3 and like whatever the last 3 digits of the site are. So all active, all active, all active, all active, active, and all active. Cool. So if you were like very fancy and you want to do this the fancy way, I seen down in Delve they use nesters for this, or Macarials. The smart bombs for those are 1.8 billion per ship fitted. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fucking do that at all. So that's 4 and last 3 digits. So there should be a good few in this system because of it. Okay, so in Nullsec Boom, there is a thing called a Gristus Haven. Well, there's a haven in general, okay? And there's two different types. It's either this one here, that you see where the pirate gate is that I'm bookmarking. That's literally one type of haven, and the other ones that I'm ignoring is actually the open haven, like this one here with the turrets. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use a technique which I'll show you in a minute of how to quickly farm these sites. Most people, these escalate at random sometimes to this one is called the maze, and the maze in what you call it is a special escalation like the Empire escalations, where dead space modules can drop. Okay, it has a slim chance of dropping some stuff, but the site is worth 200 million per site if I just get the maze and sell it on to someone and leave them run it. Otherwise I could do it myself, but I don't want to do it myself. So what I do is literally I'm going to be farming these havens very fast to sell the escalations, but I'm just literally just showing some people how to do it. So what I have is these are Paraxis. So if you're looking at these screens, these are Paraxis that have smart bombs in the high slots. So the smart bomb's an area effect kind of damage. So what I have is going to have like 6 of these ships, because I'm like on so many freaking accounts. I'm going to have like 6 of those ships, and I'm literally going to go in land 0. Okay, so I'm going to land 0 on that bookmark that I just made, and the NPCs spawn at that gate, and then they'll start moving outwards. So I'm trying to deliver as much damage at that one point to all those ships as fast as I can, and tank the damage myself to literally clear the waves. There's like 4 waves, and 4 or 5 waves, and I just want to like literally demolish all the waves as fast as I can. So doing this setup, if you have multiple accounts, takes about 3 to 4 minutes to do it. What people normally do is they run Ishtars. Ishtars being a heavy assault cruiser. It's a drone boat heavy assault cruiser. So it puts out literally a nice bit of DPS, about 700 DPS. It drops drones, and what's it, 2, 4, 5 I think this is. So go here, yeah, it's 5. So if I save this, so now I've bookmarked the last site, 513. So now what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna get my big ship. So where is this? There we go. Stock up and get the big ship. So as you see, here is the gate. The NPCs will spawn on that gate, okay? So I will show you the the effects of it now. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So literally, I'm using like an area effect, kind of a mini doomsday, really. People use smart bombs mostly in low sec for killing pods. Would be the main reason. Killing shuttles, pods, things like that that would carry sometimes very high valuable stuff, or maybe a guy's using a shuttle to move around the place quickly, but he has a very, very nice implant set inside his head. So anything that gets away, then we use this ship here called the Golem, and this will literally destroy battleships in like 3-4 volleys. So it's a torpedo fish, high DPS. Does about 2,200 DPS. It's a really nice ship. So this is what happens. I press L. These are my bookmarks that I just made. Okay. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go here and go fleet warp to 0. All right. So I have exempted this ship from warping, but these ones are going to warp, because I don't want this ship to warp in and land at 0 and die to my other ships. But watch, this is exactly what's going to happen now. So I got to make sure all reppers are running on my ships and all the hardeners are running on my ships, otherwise I'm going to kill What about the pipe bombs? Exactly, you can do that. The best video. Do you have the video of Ro Capels doing the pipe bombs? So literally, as you can see, the NPCs are spawned at the gate. My fleet is just warped in. And once they start, I'm gonna just start switching on all smart bombs. So that's landed, that's landed, that's landed, 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 and landed. And what happens is if I start locking all these up and hit Bastion, you will see that these are all taking damage. That's the thing, they're all taking damage. So what doesn't take much damage, I'll just literally start firing torpedoes at and killing it. Like this guy out here is slowly getting out of range of it, but I can literally deal a lot of damage with this ship on him. So if we go back here, you can see the effects that the smart bombs are putting off. It's a very short range on some of them, but at the same time it is beautiful. Yeah, Rooks and Kings videos, man, are amazing. So if you start looking at this again, some of these actually didn't turn on in time. Alright, so that's why we weren't doing enough damage. Now we should be doing enough damage. Now we're making a better effectives. So there the effect was, some of them didn't turn on time because they came out of warp. As you can see, they're just destroying the whole waves as fast as they can, which is pretty nice. So this one's got a range, just torp it. But does it work with only 2? Well, I think 3 minimum, but if you're doing 3, you'd want faction. You need faction smart bombs. My ones are not faction. That's the thing. I don't use faction at all. I keep it as cheap as possibly can, dude. I always try and do things as cheap as I can. But you can do this with like multiple people, like. But as you see, it is beautiful though, isn't it? See, the more it counts is the more effective it is, like. And I think this is like the final wave, is it? The thing is, like, alpha accounts can smart bomb as well, and fly per axis, and do this exact same setup that I'm doing in an alpha account. That's the fun thing. So if you actually had friends in the corporation that had an alpha account for smart bombing, it's a win-win, right? That guy's gotten out of range. Let's just send him some torps, and this guy's actually after getting out of range over here. So send him a volley of torpedoes. Yeah, it's a pretty nice wave. Here's the last wave now. So this is the final wave. As you can see, it just decimates the whole wave. It's so fast. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Like, this is a Haven, Zad. Like, how long does it take you to do a Haven, dude? 18 minutes. Oh, there we go. We just got one. Just got a fucking 10-10, bro. Nice. Alright. So what I do then is, cause my fits, I press Alt F1, which has the MJD on them. As you can see, MJDs. And I'm ready to go. So that's 200 mil already made, dude. Alright, all off down there. Now we just hit here, fleet warp to 0. Then I go here, warp myself at 20, do a reload, and off we go. That's not bad, dude. That's not bad. Off we go. let's do that. Alright, I'm gonna add a stream marker there for a video on that one. Right, so we're warping into the site. Exact same thing again. The bastion up in this one. Let's wait for all to land. We're throwing all the smart bombs on here. I'm gonna click here. It's gonna start locking up these. Alright, this one's not taking much damage. The other two are, so we're gonna just start torping this one as fast as we can. We do have a missile guidance computer on here. Just for the small things, anything that's cruiser size. And by the time you usually do each site, your MJD will have recycled, so you can literally like MJD like literally after the site finishes every time. That's the other beautiful thing about it. So the only thing you gotta watch out for is the Dreadnought spawns or the Dread Grista spawns. So you might get something nice in the Dread Grista spawn. You know what I mean? And these are dying pretty fast. Bam, 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 bam. Dead, dead, dead. Next wave. Right, that one isn't. Gonna fire there. Frigates just like get instantaneously nuked, dude. That's the thing, they just get instantaneously nuked. So all Praxis are holding pretty perfect. They drop down to about 80% damage and then just go back up again. So the other thing you could do is like I have on another altar there, is have a Noctis and have like an open bookmark folder for all the accounts, so everybody can like see the bookmarks, and just have a Noctis warp to the bookmarks after you finish the site, drop MTUs and like just like loot and salvage the whole lot of them. There's no Dread Gristus again. So usually one of these sites I think takes like literally 18 minutes in a single Ishtar, so it's not too bad. Okay. Let's go MJD again. So literally I want to MJD every time because otherwise you get stuck in this goddamn gate. That's why I made more accounts for it and then instead of do it, make it easier. Oh, damn it. Right, already going on to our third one. So we're gonna warp to 0 and warp this one at 20. So this is why I want to you fleet exempt this one, because you don't want to warp, like fleet warp this ship. You want to warp this at 20 to the bookmark, but warp the others at like 0. And so we have 3 havens left. And then they'll respawn every 15 minutes, give or take. So the way I keep it cap stable. So smart bombs are running all the time. The what you got it? There are 3 rappers are running all the time, and then you have 2 kinetic hardeners, but they're the Corpus X type ones, for the maximum resist to that character. So same again. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, I think that's them all running up. So smart bombs are all on there, there, and let's read, we're Bastion green and ready to kill anything. Let's lock up the battleships again. It's a lot to take some time warping around setup before you can actually start. No, you use an other alt, and you just like, once these keep spawning, like you have the other alt that has it like this, you know what I mean? And it continuously warps to new site when the new site spawns. So you always can have a continuously set of sites. It comes to a point at some stage that you do have to stop and wait for them to start respawning again. For sure. Like, I definitely do catch up, but I'm in a 1.0 system, so for me, yeah, I can do them fast enough that the respawn rate is not high enough. Like, I could rat in the Ishtars as well. Like, I could literally put like 11 Ishtars out there, but I just find this more entertaining with smart bombs, you know what I mean? Like, when you just watch this effect going off and just watch me make like so many wrecks. It's really nice. I do like things just going instantaneously boom, man. Sweepy the fish. Did I upload it before? I really need to fucking start linking my my stuff. Alright, where's the fleet? So this is the fit. It's literally 2 Sentius or Corpus X types hardeners, specific to the region, of course. So you get initially 2 Republican fleet cap batteries, 4 cap rechargers, MJD, and you're using 5 to 6 smart bombs depending on the cap stability of the guy. Like, if you had maybe implants for cap, like you might be able to get another smart bomb on and things like that. Yeah, it might not be something for everybody, but you know, it's interesting when you can do sites in a fraction of the time. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you call min-maxing, you know what I mean? This is for sure is min-maxing.